Welcome back to another episode of Jacksonville Buzz's Buzzworthy Businesses. I'm Steve Strum, and I'm sitting here next to David Permenter. As always, good afternoon, sir.
Great to see you, bud.
But we're not here to talk about you. We're here to talk about Dr. Julia Hunter, who is a holistic dermatologist.
Correct.
Which is different.
Correct.
Because I go to the dermatologist, and every time I leave the dermatologist, they keep a piece of me. And I want to be in the selection process of what pieces get removed.
Of how to prevent.
Well, even better, because I enjoy most of my pieces.
Right.
Why
you should retain them as long as possible.
I don't believe I'd have told that.
You know what? I'm very transparent. So what is the difference between a holistic, with a W, dermatologist and a dermatologist?
So what I do is when you come in to see me, no matter what little piece of you is of concern, what I do is I resolve whatever the issue is, okay? But I'm also thinking focused on prevention. Why do you have this? What do you do about the why? Preventing it in the future if I have to do what traditional dermatologists do, which is just cut it off, remove it, etc. But there are also a lot of different ways to skin that cat, as they say in Alabama, where I'm from, that you can do, which don't entail cutting things off. So I'm always thinking, and I'm thinking health-wise, what's causing this? Because at the end of the day, in what's been lost in medicine today is, why do you have this? What do you do about the why? How do you prevent, reverse, slow down, turn back the clock if you're talking about dermatology? And also provide you as much as possible with quality longevity, which for dermatology is external, but the skin is a window to what's going on the inside, and from health comes beauty, and without health, there is no beauty inside, outside, or psychologically.
And that explains why your inner beauty just makes you such a wonderful, beautiful person sitting next to me. I mean, you got so much inner beauty, I almost can't look at you directly.
Pay you later.
Yeah, well, yeah, yes, probably. I'll checks. My best friends call me Cash. So, dermatology, right?
Yeah.
Now, my mother is Mediterranean, but my father is Scottish. I am so white, I'm clear.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Lily white.
We have, it's terrible. Yeah. And the only reason I don't have
We're
red
living
hair,
in Florida, even
right,
northern
there's
Florida.
this big ball of fire in the sky that comes up despite whether or not we do human sacrifices anymore. And, it can be problematic. And not just for people that are fair-skinned, but for everybody, right? Because, of course, you think about, okay, if this guy doesn't wear SPF 8000, there's a problem because I just turned into a piece of bacon.
Right.
And then there's people on the other side that are a little darker complected, like, yeah, we're good. So what do you do in your day in and day out practice for somebody like me who would, my family is, extraordinarily ethnic looking. I don't know what happened, but, lucky me.
Except for me.
Except
it's
for me.
genetics. Genetics are everything in medicine nowadays.
Yeah,
You've got to look at people's genetics.
So what are you doing for me? I in all sincerity, I do go to dermatologists and they say, okay, well, look at the little thingamajigger, and they walk through it. And then, one time they're like, yeah, that mole looks a little weird. Next thing, off it comes.
Right.
And I only discovered that they didn't bandage it up right when I was bleeding all over my shirt. My assistant comes in and thought I got in a fight. What is it that you're doing the holistic side? I mean, I get it. As a dermatologist, you can still do the if you have to, but what are you doing on the prevention?
Well, the number one thing is, look, when you come into the office, of course we identify what your ethnicity is, because look, some of it's obvious, but also even really dark people nowadays get skin cancers. And the reason is because we're so inflamed from stress, from pollution, from the foods we eat, etc., not exercising. The things that we all know we should do, but don't necessarily have time, whatever. So we're looking at what your heritage is, because that impacts what we have to focus on more significantly. The other thing is that we're looking at internally the things that help prevent you, even though your Scottish genes predominate, okay? And we're looking at your genetics. Look, we're doing blood work. And blood work, what I see nowadays with even in some of the institutions that everybody think provide the highest standards of medicine, people don't get blood work that looks at their genetics. Knowledge is power. You need to know what you're dealing with that helps keep you from a dermatological point of view, because I'm looking at you as an internist as well as a dermatologist. Because again, from health comes beauty. I have to know what your genetics are, and I'm looking again at your blood work, etc. But as far as your skin, look, one of the biggest things that people don't understand is that sun protection is not a complete block, okay? So you've got to do things internally that are anti-inflaming you. With your sun protection, you've got to layer your sun protection. A lot of people don't understand that even zinc, because I'm a formulator, I have a whole line of products and supplements, because when I'm telling people what to do, I'm giving them the solutions. I'm saying, here's what you need to do and here's why. Here's what helps prevent skin cancer, yes, but it also decreases your risk of other cancers at the same time. I'm looking at the whole body, which is why it's holistic, WHOL, dermatology, because if you don't, then you're not going to give people the most protection. With sun protection, as a formulator, you've got to know that most sun protections, the zinc, for instance, they're boulders of zinc. And the reason you have to reapply sun protection is because those boulders fall off your face. So when you feel your sun, the sun hitting you and your skin gets hot, you've lost your sun protection, okay? Sun protection is just a piece of the puzzle. And what you want is somebody, whether it's your dermatologist, your internist, your urologist, whoever, who knows, we were talking about hair loss, okay? People, why do those follicles start to not produce hair like they used to? There's certain things that you can do internally. There's a piece of equipment that I'm bringing to this area which treats your mitochondria, which is an unprecedented technology, which is going to slow down the clock. It's going to make your immune system better. You want your immune system to be better, to be best, to be vigilant, to help keep you from getting skin cancers. There's certain things that I can do on the surface of your skin that help prevent, I don't care how many sunbeams you get, okay, that help prevent you from getting those, from little abnormal cells that have been produced, from consolidating into a tumor, to exfoliate those off. So prevention is everything. Knowledge is power. You've got to know formulation. You've got to know genetics. You've got to know heritage. You've got to know internally, and also what medications are contributing to maybe you making a skin cancer or any other cancer or tumor.
That is
This is absolutely fascinating stuff. We only have a moment left, and we will be bringing you back. But I must ask you, does anyone else do what you do? I've never heard anyone talk like this.
Dermatological is also a 6-syllable word. She gets the award for the longest syllable word on the show.
Well, I don't know what that says about me, but thank you very much.
It's a compliment.
I guess that means I've got something up here that's worth
and not just the hair.
Sharing, right? Not just the hair. I've got that.
It is fantastic.
So I originated serendipitously holistic dermatology. It wasn't that I was so smart. It was since before medical school. I've always had the mentors who said to me, it's all about prevention. Why do people have it? This is the way medicine should be practiced. And so when I started out as an anesthesiologist, went back and retrained as a dermatologist, and I didn't go back to just cut things off of people. I went back to figure out how to prevent, how to reverse, how to keep people from getting things that prevented them from having quality longevity. It snowballed over the years. The universe, God has blessed me with the mentors who were much smarter than me that taught me this is the way my brain worked. And so here we are. And blessedly, I'm in Florida, having had a journey around the world to get here. And so that's why we're sitting here
Well, God
So
has
blessed
blessed us
today.
also with your presence and your knowledge.
say that.
I'll just quickly say, I know you have a practice in London, you have a practice in LA, you're now situated in Ponte Vedra, I believe.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Jacksonville.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you on for another segment
Absolutely.
to talk about that journey and what you see for the future of Jacksonville next time. Super appreciate you.
Mesmerizing.
In all sincerity,
Thank
super
you.
appreciate
My
you being here.
pleasure.
Guys, that's a unique story. You got to check her out. We'll make sure to hang all your stuff on our links on thedailynewsnetwork.com. But thank you for coming and joining us today. And Dave,
pleasure.
can't do it without
Thanks
you
for
guys.
having me.
Can't do it without these people over here. Thank you so much for joining us on the Jacksonville Buzzworthy Businesses. If you like us, share us. Remember, live with gratitude.